So, Terence Crawford has been going around on his revenge tour. He stopped by to see Charlemagne the God in the Breakfast Club, and it was a very, very interesting interview, to say the least. But there was a couple things that stood out to me. One was when Charlemagne the God asked him about possibly fighting a fighter by the name of Jaron Boots Ennis. Now, if you're not familiar with Jaron Boots Ennis, he's a welterweight out of Philadelphia. His record is 31-0 with 28 KOs. And I'm going to tell you like this. He's a problem. He's a problem. He's got power in both hands. He's got footwork, speed, ring IQ. He's the real deal. He's the real deal. And his last fight on Showtime was for him to retain the IBF, I think the interim IBF welterweight belt. And he performed and showed everything he needed to show. He was sensational in that fight. And the dude he was going up against, I think his name was like Romain Villa, he was tough as nails. He was tough as nails. But Boots did what he was supposed to do and put on a spectacular performance, like I said. But let's hear what Terence Crawford had to say about Jaron.
People like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. You know, I win, they're gonna say, oh well, he was young, he wasn't ready. You know, he was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, you know, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. You know, because we always seen him win and fly in color, a fashionate way. You know, to where we say, oh man, he's cold, he's skillful, but he's never been in the ring with nobody to test him. So me fighting Boots would be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight. It's gonna sell a little bit because of your name and what you just accomplished. You know, but now what? I'm looking for big challenges. You know, I'm trying to go up in weight and fight Charlo. You know, because that's something that's history in the making. It's a lot at stake. You know, there's nothing really at stake with fighting Boots. You know, I'm at the tail end of my career, and I'm trying to make things make sense.
So is it about just the money?
Definitely.
Okay.
100% about the money. Not taking anything away from Boots, but
I love what Terence just said right there. I love what he said right there, for the simple fact of a lot of you people don't realize the sacrifice, the hard work, the dedication that these athletes are putting in their careers. They all go through it. They all start off as amateurs. They all start off as prospects. They all start off making $600, $700, $1,000. They grind to be where they're at. So when you get to the top of the sport, when you get to the top of the pinnacle, when you're the man, when you're on the top of the mountain, you get to call the shots. That's how it goes. He went through and did what he had to do. He just took out one of the biggest welterweights in our era and did it in dominating fashion. So he's right. He can pick who he wants to fight. And why would he pick a dangerous, young Jaron Boots Ennis? It's a lose-lose situation for Crawford. If he wins, they're going to say he fought somebody that wasn't ready. If he loses, it would be devastating because he fought somebody that they're going to say wasn't even ready. So, in my opinion, he's right by staying away or not wanting to fight Jaron Boots Ennis. At this stage of his career, he's 36 years old. He's the undisputed welterweight champion. He needs to be fighting bigger fights, mega fights, Gervonta Davis or Jermell Charlo, Canelo Alvarez, a rematch with Errol Spence. All those would be great. But I'm curious onto who you guys think he should fight next. Put it in the comments section who you would like to see Crawford fight next. I know he has the rematch with Errol Spence Jr., hopefully at 154. It just doesn't make sense at 147. We all saw what happened the first time. But like I said, put it in the comments section who you would like to see him fight next.